Thanks for coming in today. So good to meet you in person. I just wanted to have a quick session to go over what to expect during this teletherapy experience.
Okay.
So, I made this slide for you to refer to. I'll send this to you so that you have access to it. Here's some basic information. So technology required, there's very basic technology required for our successful therapy sessions.
Mm-hmm.
You just need a video camera or webcam, a computer and monitor, microphone and speaker, voice over internet protocol, which we're going to be using Zoom. So there's Skype, Google Chat, FaceTime. But you have to have a bandwidth of 1.5 Mbps at least. And you can check it with bandwidthplace.com. And then it's optional for you to have a headset so you can hear better.
Okay.
Really basic computer skills are required, so being able to use a mouse and then ability to point and touch if you're using like an iPad or something like that. So how a session typically works, a few days prior to the session, I'm going to send you a detailed lesson plan with attachments that we're going to be using during the session. Each plan contains different goals that we're going to be targeting and an activity or two for each goal. Each week the goal will stay the same, but the activity might change to meet the goal. The lesson plan also contains ideas of what you can do and items that you can use. Once the therapy session starts, it's just like your typical therapy session. The only difference is that you're going to be the main therapist. As the parent and client complete the therapy activity, I'll be giving you guys feedback and kind of directing you through the session.
So if I have questions on the lesson plan, is it best to call you or do we set up another meeting?
Yeah, send me an email and I'll clarify. We can set up a time that we can just have our own personal Zoom session and I can clarify the lesson plan for you. Great question. So what does the session look like? Just think about FaceTime or Skyping that you've done in the past. We're going to be using, like I said, Zoom because it's HIPAA compliant. So both the clinician, which is me, and then you and your daughter will be visible on the platform via the camera. And there's also the ability to screen share or display documents. So if I send you materials that you're going to be using, I'll also have that with me on my screen so that we can go through it all together. We could also present it in a face-to-face tabletop session. So it's essentially like we're working together at a desk, but it's through digital format. So, have you ever used Zoom before?
Yes.
You're familiar with it? Okay, I have this here if you didn't have an account, but if you needed help setting up an account, I'm happy to do that with you. The reason that we choose Zoom to do these teletherapy sessions is because it is HIPAA compliant and they offer 24/7, 365 support, and it's typically the best video, audio, and content sharing platform out there. So our goals for your client, since we've already done the assessment and everything, we've decided that your client or your daughter, we're going to be working on her ability to independently follow two-step directions, her ability to demonstrate turn taking in a structured play task, and then her ability to increase expressing wants and needs to 3 to 4 words in sentences. So that's the things that we're going to be targeting in our sessions. That's the things that our activities will target. Here's a couple steps to having successful sessions. To prepare, it's important to review the lesson plan that I sent to you, collect the required materials before the session starts, and prepare the environment in order to have a successful session. To prepare the environment, find an area to set up that's clean and uncluttered with good lighting. Try to find natural lighting if possible, and do your best to remove any distracting noises like barking dogs, ringing phones, blaring television, whatever. Also make sure that any technology you're going to be using, whether it's an iPad, a computer, whatever, is plugged in and fully charged prior to the session starting. Some final things that you should know: you're going to be the hands on the other side of the screen, so I might need your help to be successful, and I'm going to need you to be committed to being there during the session so that you can help your daughter if I need you to. The therapy schedule is important. Your daughter has a specific appointment time just like any other appointment, so it's important for her to log in on time. A lot of the times our clients are back to back, so if one session gets pushed into the next session, it really makes it difficult for the other clients. If you do need to cancel, try to cancel within 24 hours notice so that we can make arrangements to schedule makeup and make sure that your daughter gets taken care of. And finally, I I may need your help to manage any unwanted behaviors that interfere with therapy. So this could be child's inattention or refusal to participate or whatever. We're going to work together in order to maximize the success of her therapy. And then the last thing is I want you to have, or to make sure that you have a list of my phone number and my email just in case the appointment doesn't go as planned, because there's always technology issues that can arise. And sometimes the Zoom session may cut out, or we might run into things that we have to reboot our session. And so here's my contact information so that you can get a hold of me. And that's basically it. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm really excited to start this next session with you. I think we're going to have a lot of fun and a lot of success.
Can't
Thanks
wait.
for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
I'll bill you for this.